First off, I want to thank you for a great first semester. Oh, yeah, along the way, there's been bumps and frustrations and the rest, but overall, this is going down on one of those years that the Mac Lab makes an epic change. And it was pointed out back here in this tweet called Experiment. Remember this post with these cool images? Now, I've worked on those outside of class and I've come up with a number of different techniques and some automation that can make producing these less time consuming and more interesting. Excuse me. And as far as my part in this whole endeavor, these two quotes, they absolutely, positively tell the story of what I experience when I'm working for you guys. This is so much fun. And this weekend, little Christmas shopping, little family time, but most of my time has been spent making these things. Over 100 of them. And let's just look at one of these. Let's jump over to Photoshop. And here's one of these. I'm calling them beautiful blurs right now. If we look in the Finder, lots and lots. Ooh, look, intelligently named inside folders. What a concept. But if you notice over here, we have 3 smart objects. And what do we got? Gaussian blur, camera off filter, motion blur, and some folder. This folder is a magic folder. It contains, well, we'll get into this later, but I just want to tell you that the most mundane pictures I have discovered kind of the key to making really interesting blurs like this. Now, what are these good for? I'll tell you right now, you drop these on top of photograph and change the blending mode to overlay or soft light, and you have an instant Instagram filter, is how it works. It's also the foundation for some really cool textures. It's also something else that we'll get into, but the point is, I've automated this with custom actions. This action takes a photograph, resizes it to 6,000 pixels square, and applies a specific Gaussian blur that I can then jump back into and edit after the fact because this is non-destructive. This action also contains this 3D LUT action, which creates this folder, which is every single one of those lookup tables correctly named, sitting here waiting to be applied on this image, which gives this single image incredible flexibility for a whole range of different looks. The camera raw filter adds a little oomph to this, softens it out even more, and the motion blur, it's a very small motion blur, takes care of banding. And you may see some banding in this video because that's the nature of video, but there's no banding in this image. This is ready for market, and it's ready to be processed for a number of different roles in the marketplace, in design marketplace. Let me just show you real quick. If I option click on this eyeball, I turn off everything but this layer. What is this picture? This is a picture I took only because someone was raving about a certain product at a party we were at, and they said, oh, you got to get this in the summer because it does this and this and this. So I took a picture of it so I could remember what they were talking about. And on a whim, I went ahead and tried this. And that's all it is, which turns in to a real beautiful, rich set of colors when it's handled with the rest of this process. And yeah, there are all kinds of options. If I change this Gaussian blur, this changes. Now, the point I'm trying to make is I had a little epiphany last week, at the end of last week, and the idea that I told you I thought about doing this myself. but I wanted you guys to do it. I wanted to lead you into this new idea that high school students can empower professionals. This whole idea. How cool would that be, huh? But the process in the Mac Lab has always been lead by example. If I expect you to do it, I have to do it too. The idea that I maintain a blog and you maintain a blog, that we document what we're doing, that we put it all out there on the line. If I expect you to make products for resale, well, I should too. So I've been spending my free time working on different strategies, different automation processes, because I have to work smart because I don't have enough time, which means I can teach you how to work smarter. This next semester is going to be filled with opportunities for you guys. But it's the day of the finals, so you want to know what's going on. Let me just say, there's going to be a survey. See this? Survey? There's going to be a survey. And this link, I'm not activating this link yet because I want to make sure that I have every question there I want. It's just short. It's not 27 questions or anything. Won't take you long at all. The week 18 DPE, there's no quest. It's just something there. Okay? And most importantly, grades. There are many of you in here who could advocate to raise your grade. And I'm going to talk about this really quickly, about 15 minutes into class, so that you understand that there are options for you that you may not have grasped before this, okay? And like I said last week, I'm going to waive this today. You want to work on expired DPE so you can raise your grade? Go ahead. No penalty. You want to study for a test, for another class? We got to buy a homework pass for each block of time, okay? So you figure it out. And then we got the other quests here, but I want you guys to understand you have an opportunity here. And if you don't understand this, and if this doesn't happen to you, you don't get it. Wouldn't it be cool if this is how you felt about what we're doing? Wouldn't that be cool? And I know for some of you, it is. All right, you guys, have a great day. I'm sure I forgot something. I'll mention it in class, okay? I'm going to use the same video all 3 days. And that way, you all get the exact same instructions. Have a great day.